The gig world. Hello, everybody. I took off the weekend. I only worked for like 2.5 hours yesterday on Monday, President's Day. It's very cold here in Long Island. The weekend was nasty. It was snowy, raining, sleeting, and Sunday it rained 90% of the day. I just wasn't up to it. And yesterday, I just went out for a little while. So now here we are on Tuesday, a late start because I'm working online. I just completed 4 or 5 Ubers. It's so bitter cold and windy. Every app I open to do something on, QuickBooks, any of them, all the gig apps in my area, it's taking a long time for the apps to open up. And I have noticed that over the years. When it's really cold or when it's really hot, the apps don't work the way they usually do. So now I'm going to pick up some food. I'm doing a lot of stuff in between. I said I would share this information eventually, and maybe someday I will, the whole story, but I don't share my whole life on videos anymore because people tend to think they know you more, better than they do. And we all act differently, just like, in my opinion, you act a little differently at your job. You act a little differently when you're among your friends. You act a little differently when you're, hanging out with your family. So I when I say I'm just doing a lot, I just stop sharing everything online because, like I said, people think that they know you so well, and they don't. This is what I'm sharing online, the gigging. I plan on going out later and squeezing in maybe 2 hours of working if I'm up to it. It's that cold here. It's supposed to be mid-teens. It's windy. It's nasty out. And this car is so close to me. Now I got to move my car to get out because I just don't want to struggle. It was hard completing the few deliveries because it's so windy. So stay tuned. I'll upload a video towards the end of the week. And I did turn down a delivered delivery for Monday. They moved their car. I'm really happy they did. I could get out now. My friend Rob sent me a text. I'll show it here. It was a $40-something payout, but it was at a weird time, 6:48 in the morning or 6:43 in the morning. So bizarre. And I wasn't getting up that early to earn that money. I just wasn't doing it. And I turned down 2 offers for today. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 offers that were sent to me today for tomorrow, because the drop-off takes me further away from home. And then I have to drive all those miles back. And if it's only $30, well, I could bop around town like I'm doing today and earn my, $40-50. But I planned on this week being that type of week. So here we go. And stay tuned, and we'll see what the rest of the week brings. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot to mention this to you, and I kept saying, I should mention it. And my friend Rob confirmed it, and I thought this. Bulk deliveries is no more my market. They didn't make it. And, I was questioning why aren't they sending out offers? Because I was completing, we'll say 5 a month. It's gone. They didn't make it in this market. So I'll let you know what the future holds with that. SendPacks, I didn't realize I didn't have the notification set. They've been sending me offers, and I wasn't aware of that. So I turned that back on, and I am still open to SendPacks. I just have yet to complete one that fits in my time schedule. The time I have available. So we'll see what the rest of the week brings. Stay tuned. I might as well share the rest of the story. I'm not going to do a separate video. I had a woman friend follow me around, and I knew it. It became a little bit too much, like overnight, constant communication, constant texting. And and following me around, and I know that for a fact. And the same thing happened with a guy. And I did get to know him in person. But once I witnessed several times that he was following me, I just ended the relationship, or ended the friendship. Because, first of all, we didn't have anything in common. We were not on the same page at all. And it freaked me out. It really bothered me. Now, much time has gone by. So I don't feel bad. I don't feel uncomfortable sharing this story. But you got to be careful. I have never done that to anyone. At all the years I've watched YouTube. I love YouTube. I love watching average people like myself succeed online and earn, set up a few streams of income here and there. And I appreciate it. I like the content. But when someone, you see someone in a park, they're demanding your attention and want to hang out. And I really don't know why. We like I said, we weren't on the same page and we don't want the same things. And when I realized I was being followed, it upset me. I'm like, who does that? So I won't do another video about that, about all the stuff that's happened in the past few years. It was a couple of women, one guy in particular, and I had to step back and enjoy YouTube again. And I know other people portrayed to be other people, and I'm just going to save face with that because it's a fine line, and you have to be mentally unstable, dysfunctional, actually, to do something like that. So better off just letting people think that you're clueless and go about your business. That's that. I won't be doing another video. Just be careful. You have to be careful. That's for sure. A couple of more stories. It's coming back to me. When I first left my last W-2 job, I was going for it, and I was working in the field. It was a lot busier. I was going live on YouTube. That's when YouTube started going live. That it was so easy to go live on your cell phone, and I was learning. Someone was watching me, and I was at a park in Merrick, and this guy was taking pictures of me. I looked up at the sign, and I went, damn, I'm not supposed to feed the geese. I didn't realize that. And I did some research, and I understand why you shouldn't feed them. And that's how we got to know each other. And I sensed it. We actually went out. But he claimed to be something he was not. And that was, I'd say, the middle of my struggling journey to finally getting where I am today. God, I forget his name, but he portrayed to be something that he wasn't. And just like the other one, people will say anything to agree with you and pretend to be something they're not if they want to get with you. I'm a little too old for that at this age. I find it boorish. And I got angry, like I said. The last one I had to stay away from. And I know he's around. I don't hate him. But it bothered me that you made me start looking over my shoulder. Someone else, over the years, I've never met her. I don't know who this person is in person, but maybe I do. When I met someone in person, the first thing she said was, "Did you think that it was me, Michelle?" And I did. Someone just followed me. Still, to this day, I promoted the Merchandiser app, the survey.com, and she joined. But another one that don't take any activity, any action. The other person that joined, I hit the $100 cap of earning money. I forgot to mention that, which was good in the past 6 weeks because it was a little extra income I didn't have to work for myself, and I earned a little bit of money. But once it hits the $100, they will go out of business. They can't keep, paying you because you generated a lead that turned into a working independent contractor for their app, you know? So I earned my little extra income. But this person, a while ago, I really went out of my way and blocked. And they came at me with more of a vengeance, like more, I'm going to follow you everywhere on all your social medias. And that's dysfunctional. Who does that? If I sent someone block me, I would leave them alone. You know what I mean? I would just leave them alone. So I do take notice. I just could not let stuff like that get in the way of where I am today. Because if I did, oh, and one more story. This is a kicker. And this, I knew they were following me for a little bit. My last job. Now, it was right after the pandemic happened, so people were wearing masks. And there was a delayed reaction. I was shopping at a grocery store, and I sensed it was that person. But I couldn't guarantee it because he had a mask on. And when I got to the car and I really paid attention to his, you know, the way he walked and the way he went to the car, I said, that is him. Why didn't the man say anything to me? People, I mean, that's just a good handful of the BS that I've dealt with since I've started my journey. People are effed in the head. They really are. And I kept it quiet a really long time. But now I feel at this stage, when you make it on your own, you don't have to be quiet anymore. Because soon I can protect myself in other ways. But it would have wasted my energy. It would have sucked the life out of me. Like, you know, narcs do. It just, all the stuff that has gone on in the past 15 years, definite 15 years. And I know other people, and I know for a fact, because that's another one I bumped into and said, I used to think that was normal. What the F is wrong with that woman? I haven't seen her in 20 years. Holy cow. I'm glad I got away 20 years ago. I couldn't believe it. And then I felt sorry for her. I was like, wow, that woman got worse. So, you know, it's just, it's okay to change. It's okay to get better. If I sense someone is all right, like, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, but I would be like high hesitation to let someone back in my life that I chose not to have in my life. Don't ever forget that, guys. I don't know if I could let someone back in the way they were before. I prefer the distance. There's a reason why. Not everyone is supposed to come with you on your journey, your entire journey. I am a true believer of some people and some jobs, I guess. That's a big part of our lives, are supposed to come into our lives for a reason and for a season. And not everyone is supposed to stay lifelong friends to the day they die. Or co-workers or whatever. You get it. I'm going to end it on that note. This was the video to share. That's why I shut off my comments. That's why I pulled back. But now I'm not afraid anymore. And if I sense it's someone just messing with me online, I just don't answer anymore. And I've said that. I turn back on my comments. Because there are a lot of people that do appreciate the content I upload, just like I do. Sometimes I don't get a reply back for a month. And I go, wow, that person actually read my comment. I would think their viewers would see my comment and get a couple of likes or maybe a little banter online because we follow the same topic. We're in the same industry. We share something relative, but it don't mean I'm ever going to meet these people. You know what I mean? It's different. This new world, new way of living, communication, you got to be very careful. Am I afraid? No, not at all. Do I want to be around people like that? No, not at all. Until the next video clip. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.